Okay, so hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the Theater Mechanicus event, and we're going to be talking about how to do level 6, because that's what's available today, without using over 12 towers. I'm going to show you guys a strategy that I've been using since day one. I figured out that this just works for me, so maybe it'll work for you too. A lot of people use a lot of different strategies. This is just what I do. Don't take it as the end-all be-all, but it is definitely working for me. So, as you know, you cannot do damage to the enemies in the arena, but you can tag them with elemental reactions. So for my, the way that I do this, I always bring Barbara. Any catalyst, depending on what strategy you're doing, is going to be a really good option to bring because they can tag. Shut up, Barbara! Let's go ahead and talk about who else I bring, if they want to not talk for once. So this is usually the team that I bring in. If you have Chongyun, actually, Chongyun is a better option than Razor, because he has freeze, obviously, and this is a freeze strategy, so that works really well. If you have Mona, of course, instead of Barbara, Mona would work absolutely great. And then I also like to bring Kaya and Chi-Chi. You could bring any other cryo characters if you wanted, or any other water characters that you wanted. You can't do damage to the enemies, but you can do shatter damage. You can do shatter damage. I don't know if that's an exploit. It only works sometimes, so I feel like it's not supposed to be coded in, but maybe, I don't know. That's what I've been doing. It's free extra damage. It works. I think Jean has a similar exploit where you can get fall damage by throwing enemies up in the air or something, but I do the shatter idea. The basic idea with this strategy is to stall. A lot of the time I feel like the issue with people's strategies, or with just this event in general, is that enemies that are really fast get through, but they can't get through if they're frozen. So that's why I decided to start doing this strategy, and it works really well. We're going to go ahead and do the difficulty 6 with a multiplier of 2 on it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so, I don't know if there's another map for this one yet. This is the map that I did the first time that I did this, so, considering it's considering it's the same map again, I would assume that this is just a one map for level 6. But let's go ahead and start building. So my basic idea is I usually start with some recovery MKs, and I always put them in the middle so that they cover the most ground. And like I said, I focus on the cryo. Cryo is important. You can tag them with water with Barbara, so the cryo towers are more important than the water towers are. But we do like to have them. We do like to have the water towers too, because they do a little bit more damage, so. Now let me show you this. It worked the second time, didn't work the first time. Don't know why it does that. That's why I feel like maybe it's not actually supposed to be in the game, but you can do shatter damage, so that is an important thing to note. This is also the great thing about this strategy. I'm taking a little bit too easy because I haven't built any extra towers yet, but the good thing about this strategy is that if stuff walks past you like that, you can just stall it by freezing it. That's the best part about this strategy. So literally I'm completing round 1 with 4 towers. Alright, now as far as the mystic arts go, there are a few that you're going to want to look out for. Obviously you're going to get the attack boost ones. If you see this for Hydro or for Cryo, those are both going to be great. There's also sometimes going to spawn the elemental mastery ones. Those are also excellent. There's also one that I am very fond of. Me and my friend call our little secondary strategy the bomb brain rot strategy, because the idea is to just put bombs everywhere, and it works. Oh my god, I have Satan money right now. As we go forth, down there will open as well, so that's why I'm kind of just trying to control my towers as much as I can. I don't want to have too many towers happening over here. I believe the end game you're gonna want to have, like, what is it, so 12, so 4, 4, and 4. So these are pretty much maxed out already, because I'm gonna take the recovery MKs down next round and put up another tower and then build all down there. But basically, the bombs are broken, you guys. They're broken. And they only cost 10, and you can just stand in the front and keep putting them down over and over again. It's awesome. And you'll see how much damage they do. But the bomb brain rot strategy involves, well, yeah, you pretty much just do that over and over again. But there is actually a perk that you can get, or a mystic art, whatever it's called, and it actually reduces the enemy's health after getting hit by a bomb, and that honestly makes using bombs so free. It's actually probably the best mystic art, or one of the best mystic arts in my opinion, that I have screwed around with. It's definitely my favorite. There's also another really good perk, if I get it, or if I see it around in another video, I will make sure to clip it for you guys so you can see what it looks like. There's one that allows your cryo towers to hit 2 targets at once, and again, that's gonna be, that's super important for this strategy, because cryo is the harder thing to get onto them. You have infinite hydro because of Barbara or Mona, but you don't have infinite cryo. You're limited to, oh, see, there it is. This is the best thing for this strategy. I don't even give a shit about what comes through. This is all that matters. I'm gonna have basically this is gonna be so free now. It's gonna be so easy. So like I said, you have infinite water because you have Barbara, but you don't have infinite cryo because you're limited by how often the towers can shoot. But if you get the thing that lets cryo towers shoot at 2 targets at once and do extra damage, basically nothing is gonna stop being frozen. It's very, gets pretty simple from there on out, so pretty lucky that I got that, but you don't need that to get through this event, honestly. You'll be fine without it. The bombs are cool because you can get free damage from them and then not have to worry about it. And like I said, you can literally just put them back up immediately after they're already taken down. Alright, I'm gonna head back over here, make sure the stuff's in line over here, get some shatter damage in if you can. The other thing that's good about having a Claymore user in this event is that you can help break the enemy shields a little bit, which can sometimes cause a problem for your towers. This is worthless. Never buy this. Never buy this. They cost 10! It's like free! Never buy this. Never spend your money on this. Also, never spend your money on these. Yeah. I'm gonna get Elemental Mastery. Typically speaking, the more expensive it is, the better it's gonna be. So when in doubt, just buy the most expensive one. Given you have the money for it, you probably will if you've been using Recovery Mechanici. Now, you might be thinking, well, why don't you just build to 14 and take the towers down? I actually attempted that just to make sure if that's a thing or not. It's not a thing. You can't build to 14 and take them down and then only have 12 and finish with 12. It won't give you the achievement. It has to be throughout the entire event. So yeah, that's why I haven't done that. Also with this, you do have to wait a couple seconds in between putting a new bomb down, or else it will try to have you deconstruct the bomb. Don't buy this, again, because you have to stay under 12, so this doesn't matter. I'm gonna do the attack speed. One thing to note as well is that, what was I saying? So, I'm pretty much doing nothing. Pretty much I'm just doing nothing. I don't even... Okay, we're done. Alright, at this point, if you have lost anything... Oh my god, did y'all just see my eye being half open? What the f... So, this is pretty good if you lose anything. If you're freezing everything and slowing everything down, you're probably not gonna have this problem, but you can use your money on this here. I'm just gonna do the attack speed boost. That's just the most convenient thing. That's that. So I will show you really quickly. I don't really know what goes into the score, but I do know that probably has something to do with the amount of towers that you have, but yeah, you will get the credit for not building more than 12 Mechanicus if you use this strategy. The freezing really helps, and pretty much I just keep an extra slot open for bombs. Another thing to note is sometimes you'll get mystic arts that are not for cryo or hydro, which is really irritating, but in cases like those, pretty much what I'll do is instead of using bombs, I'll take, for example, maybe an electro tower buff or a pyro tower buff, and I will just put up electro and pyro towers in place of where the bombs were, so at the beginning of the level typically, and I will just use those for that round. Probably switch back to bombs after that, but I just like to be able to use a perk. But you don't want to be mixing in those towers with your condensed hydro cryo areas. You want to put them far away at the beginning. That's why I do that with the bombs, is because you don't want, for example, supercharge to go off, or not supercharged, what am I saying? You don't want superconduct to go off instead of freeze. You always want the freeze to go off so that it will stall everything. So that is why I usually will add that extra stuff at the beginning, as opposed to mixed in with everything else. But yeah, that is what I do, and I hope it works for you as well, and have a great day. Bye!